Hi, my kindergartners in first grade. Hi, it's Miss Blankenship. How are you? I miss you so much. I hope you're all doing really well. Today we are going to work on a really positive artist, and his name is Romero Britto, and he was known for big color, lots of lines, and he is an international artist. He's known all over the world. You'll have to forgive me too, because I need an extra hand to show you images and to draw, but we're gonna draw together. So if you want to, get yourself a piece of paper. It can be any type of paper, a pencil, and some markers or crayons, anything like that that you want to draw. Now I'm going to turn my phone around and show you some images of Romero, okay? Here we go. All right, look here. So do you see how he was so happy? He used lots of patterns and lines. Do you see those lines right here and all these patterns that he did? Look at this funny cat right here. And see how he used color to create pattern and line? Well, today we're gonna draw a Romero Britto cat. And I hope that you'll enjoy drawing together. So let's flip this back around to me. Hello. Okay, so if you've got your piece of paper and your pencil and markers, anything that you want to color, let's draw together. So one more time, I'm going to flip it back around. Here we go. Okay, here is our paper. Now remember how in class, remember how we use, lots of times we'll use a ruler and we make our 4 squares, so we draw and kind of helps us draw together. But if you don't have a ruler, that is okay, because you can just do your very best to draw a line down the center like this. And I'm going to try to do it holding the video camera. So just a light line, nothing dark. You know what? Let's do it. I can't do it with the ruler, but you can if you want to. Just draw a line, and then in the middle, we're gonna draw a line across. So we make it into 4 squares, okay? All right, so the first thing we're gonna do in drawing our Romero Britto colorful pattern cat is we are going to go over to the 1st and the 3rd square. And we're just gonna draw what looks like one little line through here and one little line through here. And then we're gonna go to the center and to the center. So we've just made this shape. And this is going to be our cat's head. Okay, so do you see how between the 1st square and the 3rd square, all we did was kind of go a little bit over on this side. We drew a line that goes about halfway. Then we went over and we drew a line that goes about halfway. And then we drew and made a point. Okay, all right. The next thing we're going to do on this little kitty cat is we're going to make its ears. And to do that, it's real simple. We just go boop and draw a line down, and then boop, draw a line down, and then draw that line across to make them meet. Now, can you see the cat starting to come together and see this kitty cat's head? All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna draw this little kitty cat's paws. So right coming off from the head, we're gonna draw one little paw. And do you see, look, it almost looks like a big wagging tongue. Do you see? But it's like an oval shape like that. And then right here, you're gonna go and make a bigger oval shape, that bigger oval. And look, it's tucking underneath his little head. Do you see? So we've just got the kitty cat head, and we've got one little paw and a bigger little paw that are almost ovals. All right, so now we're gonna go back up to the top of the head, right here at the corner of this little kitty cat's ear, and we're gonna make a gigantic rainbow shape. And it's gonna come all the way down into this fourth square. See it? We just started right over there, and we're gonna, right at his ear, and we just made a gigantic rainbow shape and came down into that fourth square. Now, all we do from the end of this little rainbow is we just go straight across to his kitty cat paw. Do you see? So look what we've got. We've got our shape of our kitty cat, these little triangle ears. Then we've got our little almost oval paw underneath his face. And then we went back to the ear and we made a gigantic rainbow and came all the way down into this fourth square. And then all we did was just draw right across. Do you see that? All right, so then the next thing that we're gonna do is right here from his little corner of his cheek, we're gonna make 3 little half rainbow shapes. So right here, we're gonna go 1, then we're gonna go right back up to that corner of the cheek. And this time we want this rainbow at this end to meet over here at this end. So watch what we do. We go like this, half rainbow, and make him meet at the end. You see that? And then the last one we do, we go right back to that corner, and we're gonna make a gigantic rainbow, but we're gonna this time have it meet right up here, right on this line. So watch, gigantic rainbow, but then he comes and meets at the line. Okay, good job. And look, I've got a little bit. I'm gonna erase this because I got it a little bit. Don't worry, if you need to erase, like that won't erase very well, doesn't matter because we're gonna paint over it. And remember, there are no mistakes in art, right? Let me hear you. There are no mistakes in art. Good job. Okay, so now we've got our little kitty cat coming together. You can see we made 3 little rainbows. This second rainbow met over in the corner. And then this third rainbow met up on that line. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to the kitty cat face. And this time we're gonna make his big eyeballs. Now we've talked a little bit about making eyes in class, but not a whole lot, and that's okay. All we're gonna do is we're gonna make a half little tiny rainbow on the top, and then a half little tiny rainbow on the bottom. And then we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna make a half little tiny rainbow on the top, and then a half little tiny rainbow on the bottom. So he's got these big eyes. All right. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna give him pupils in his eyes. So we're gonna just draw like this. And remember how we've talked about making that half little moon? You see how it looks like a half moon in there? You see? Same thing over here. We just draw from the top to the bottom. We're just gonna make a slight little rainbow. And then over here on this side, we're just gonna make a slight little rainbow. and then get that half moon in there. Remember? Remember how we do that half moon? Okay, good job. So now one thing about Brito is, remember how I told you he likes lots of color and lots of pattern. So, oh, guess what I forgot? This little cat can't have a go without a nose or a mouth. Okay, so right here, we can do your choice. You can do a little upside down triangle, and then two little fish hooks. Two little fish hooks. You see them? So we did an upside down triangle and two little fish hooks. Okay? All right. So Brito was, like I said, really big into color and pattern. So this wouldn't do right here. Now we've got our little kitty cat, but the first thing that's probably good is we can erase our square lines. So you can go up here, and this paper is not very good with erasing, but that's okay. We'll just kind of erase it a little bit because we're going to color over it. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, I'm sorry it's hard with one hand. So here's our little cat, our little Romero Britto cat. Okay, and what was Romero Britto known for? Color and line. That's right. He was a famous artist from Brazil, and he was very, very happy. That's what we're doing today, is all our artists are all about optimism and being happy and putting our smiles on, okay? All right, so now we've got our little cat, and Romero, in his style, this is your free choice, but in the background, I want you to do some sort of pattern. I'm gonna have big circles here. And then I'm gonna maybe make a line over here, and I'm gonna make lines. Like I said, you can make lines, pattern. There you go. So I made lines in that square, and then let's say maybe I want to do two small squares down here. And then maybe here I want to do lines that just go across. All right. And then let's say he's laying on something, so we're going to make a line that goes across here. All right, so we've got our Romero Britto kitty cat, and we are not going to forget that in the kitty cat itself, well, he needs to have line and pattern. So what do I want to do here? Well, I think I want to make big circles on my kitty cat. Now on my cat, let's say on this little part of him, I think I want to make lines. There you go. And then maybe on this part, I want to make circles again. Okay. All right. So now we've got him all together. I think I want to make maybe big circles down here too. Okay. So here's our little cat, our Romero cat, Romero Britto cat. Now, when we are drawing, you know you can do any sort of color that you want. So I'm actually not going to fill the whole thing in. I'm going to let you do that. But these are watercolor pens. These are pretty fancy medium. What's a medium? Yes, that's right. A tool that an artist uses. It's a type of tool that the artist used, meaning like if you're a watercolor artist, your medium is watercolor. Well, I am using watercolor pens, so that would be a watercolor as a medium. Okay, so look, I'm gonna fill this little guy in. Maybe I'll do one more color together as we're painting together. Like I said, I'm sorry about how hard it is to try to paint and hold a video camera. But I guess I want to have this kind of aqua green color. And you can do whatever colors that you want. Maybe I'll make his eyes green. All right, don't forget to sign your name at the bottom, your artist's signature, and what grade you're in. And if you get a chance, maybe you can look up Romero Britto, B-R-I-T-T-O, and you and your parents can look at more of his fun, bright art. But if you don't want to do that, that's okay too. Just have a good time making your Romero Britto cat. Okay, love you all. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.